one. What's up, YouTube? I'm back today at Locals. We had a winner box day and Abby came second with Crystal Beasts.
Yeah.
A fan favourite deck, so I'll let you take it away.
Yep, yeah, it's pretty good matchups. Faced 2 tiers, what else did I face? Sorry. 2 tiers, Kashtira, sorry, my brain is... Anyway, Sprite and some janky deck. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Deck list. It's not quite fully Crystal Beast. There's a little bit of an engine in here. We'll show it off. So, Crystal Beast, 3 Pegasus. He's the best Crystal Beast. He actually has a pretty decent effect. 2 Carbuncle. Because, well, we kind of want one going first comboing and the second one for trying to go for OTK. 3 of this guy. He going for OTK is just getting battle damage in. He's just a 3k beat taking some from hand, and it's handy to have the names. That's the main good ones. Then 1 Eagle for summoning off of Rainbow Dragon to help level 4 extend, and Tortoise because he is the strongest. He helps us make rank 3, which we will get into. Rainbow Dragon, I required it. It's good with Awakening. Just don't draw it, please. It's fine if you do with Awakening, but it does turn off your Rainbow Dragon summons from deck. 3 Droll. There's a lot of weird decks running around the Locals here. Some Dark Worlds, some Flu. It's good enough into Pearly, and Flu and Pearly are some of your less good matchups, so this can help with that. Often sized up for other decks, but it's fine. 2 Fenrir, because we're on the field spell as well, so that's basically 3 copies. He's really good going second, going first. You just summon him, he helps take out problem cards you can't deal with otherwise. 3 Bond, close enough to a 1-card starter we have in this, but it's the best 2-card starter with 3 Golden Rule. Best card. Helps play around a draw somewhat. It gets you multiple monsters with Carbuncle, it's great. Other crystals are 2 Awakening, only 2 because it can get a bit bricky at 3, might bump it up. But yeah, just searches anything or specials anything, both effects come up. You can use it on your opponent's turn to trigger Bridge of the Heart. 1 Beacon, we're a little more combo focused than the usual Conclave control deck, so this just helps turn Bridge and Pegasus into everything you want. 3 Ember Bridge, non once per turn add a crystal spell trap, it's great. 3 Bridge of the Heart, this is really good for the grind game, and also going second, the bounce effect has come up so much that it's brilliant, and obviously searching extra normal summon, it's all really good. 3 Triple Attack, if you get drolled, and sometimes you just need to take a card out the hand, or just helps you push through going second, because hopefully your board should be good enough going first. It's good enough. Only 2 Prosperity. You go through about 6 cards through your extra deck, turn 1, and if you banish 6 for Prosperity, you only have 3 cards left in, so that's why I'm not on 3. Your main combo also draws you cards, so you don't want too many, but sometimes you just need it to Umber it. The Planet, this just helps with the field world searching engine, helps smooth out draws if you happen to draw Necro Valley, or Zombie World, this still lets you search Crystal Beast. Trap cards. Conclave Miracle, only 1 of each, because space is a little tighter in this, because we're running additional names. The extra bounce is really nice, and negating to protect your board is really good. And this card, we'll get into that in the extra deck, but this can, the trap card can activate to XYZ summon, and then you can banish it from grave to equip an XYZ from your grave to an XYZ you control. This goes with the extra deck, which I'll get into, but is just don't draw this either. You can play with drawing it though. All important extra deck. IP with SP. Yeah, SP is really good. IP helps as well. Sometimes you just have random levels of the level 8 and level 3s. You just want to make something. Also helps your Best Dweller dodge imperms and that sort of stuff. 1 Goddess, there's just random towers you want to out. This means you can hit a critical mass of Crystal Beast and actually force Pearly to try and shuffle your stuff back. Also, you can IP into this, it's funny. The Floodgates, yeah, Plan B, and quite often go into this just because I have 2 level 4s left to make a rank 4. Really good against a lot of the format at the moment, Unchained Tier. And then this is good against, well, a fair few other things, Branded Chimera, that sort of stuff. Lightning Chidori, he's great. 2 level 4 wins is easy to do with Pegasus and Eagle. You can even do it under There Can Be Only One. He puts a set card your opponent controls on summon on the bottom of the deck, then can detach to put a face-up card on top of their deck to force them to draw into less relevant stuff at times. Sometimes your opponent Nibiru's you and you can extend into this and put their Nibiru on top of their deck. It's fun. Just remember they have Nibiru. Don't make that mistake. Dugaris, he helps extend, but also helps you go into just smooth out hands. The draw to discard one can come up. Yeah, he's just really helpful. Just remember you're skipping your draw phase or main phase 1 can be very relevant. Now, these 3. XYZ armor package. Torpedo is what we're making with 2 level 3s. He can detach 2 to draw a card. Then you can rank up into XYZ armor Fortress on top of him for free. Fortress can detach up to 2 materials to add full armored cards from deck to hand to the number detached. So you're detaching him down to 1 material. Then you detach the last one, he'll be on no materials at that point. You can search your trap card. He can only be used as XYZ material if he has nothing attached to him. So you'll search this with him, then set this. During your opponent's turn, activate this. This can use any rank 5 or 6 you control as material to summon himself. And then when he's equipped by a card, you can attach a monster your opponent controls as XYZ material to him, which is non-targeting and is very good removal. So that's what the end board tends to go for if you're not trying to completely lock out the graveyard. I will say, if you draw the trap card, this won't be able to search it, which means this can't go into this, which means this is actually kind of bricky. However, I have found a way to deal with that. And that way is Drill Driver Vespinato. You can use him on top of any rank 4, which Pegasus, Eagle, 2 Pegasi can make. He does deal piercing battle damage, which can come up. Sometimes the opponent is just setting cards to try and prevent battle damage. You can get a bit through and can help turn a Dugaris into a 2500 beat stick, which can be very helpful. He's got an non-destruction effect to special level 5 or lower from grave, but the main reason you use this is if your Torpedo draws you this, so you've already drawn this, if you draw this in your opening hand, you can make Torpedo, draw a card, and then link him off. Make a Dugaris or some of the rank 4, put this on top of it, then this can summon this on top of the Vespinato, and then you can banish Equip Torpedo from grave. Rest of the extract, the 2 Zodiacs and Zeus, because we have a fair bit of extra deck space in this build, so this is just nice to have, be able to make Shakinai Gorbo, Tech Directive Zeus format, it's good. And Typhon. He comes up in weird cases. Sometimes your opponent just has a bunch of big monsters and you just want to negate them all and bounce something. Sometimes he helps you go for game by he's 2 9s and 3 Ks about the highest attack you usually go into, so it costs 100 attack, you get an extra bounce. He's just handy to have around. And you can also make him during your opponent's turn with full armored XYZ if that comes up, which is great. You can also make Zeus during your opponent's turn with this if they go for a Zodiac line, and then suddenly your Abyss Dweller becomes a Zeus, and you Zeus them in their battle phase.
Side deck.
Side deck. 3 shifter. Lot of scary graveyard decks going around, so this helps. You tend to side out the full armored trap when you're siding these sorts of cards in. This just helps against Tearlament, kind of helps against Unchained with Grand Game, but it's mainly for Tearlament and Branded Chimera, which we see a fair bit of around these locals. 3 Book of Eclipse. This will be Spellbound, but I don't have Spellbound yet, and I am very scared of Pearly, so this instead, it just helps. It also helps sometimes Branded Chimera is like, oh, I'm going to make a barrier statue, a King Tiger Wanghu, and this just gets rid of that. 2 Droplet, mainly because of side deck space, it's weird to fit everything in. It's just good against similar balls to the branded one, you can just negate some things, it's very helpful. Lightning Storm, Harpy's Feather Duster, back row removal, might bump this up to 2 if I can find space, but it is difficult. And 2 Foolish Brew of Goods, Rite of Salvation, Necro Valley, and Zombie World. Graveyard decks, including somewhat Unchained and Flu. It's just really helpful to have access to these. You can side out Crystal Beast monsters for this, the full armored trap for this, and then find something else for one of these two. And then you're good to go, basically. You can, yeah, do some fun.
Thank you, Abby, for doing deck profile. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for doing the Crystal Beast. And cheers.